Pour the egg over the tofu. It's so delicious that my family ate it 6 times in 1 week. Hi everyone, it's Tracy here. Today I really want to share with you this special tofu and egg recipe. It's soft, moist, and full of flavor with a rich sauce perfect for everyday meals. Follow along with me to see why my family can eat this all week long. First, you need to choose the tofu because selecting the right type will make a big difference in the flavor of this dish. There are usually 2 common types of tofu: firm tofu and soft tofu. For this recipe, you should choose soft tofu. It has a slightly higher water content than the firm type. It is softer, smoother, and melts more easily. Take the tofu and cut it into small, even cubes. Try not to press too hard so the pieces don't break. After cutting, place the tofu into a bowl. Add a little salt and pour in hot water just enough to cover the tofu. Stir gently so the salt dissolves completely, then let it soak for a few minutes. This step may seem simple, but it is actually very helpful because the soybean protein under the effect of salt water will denature and precipitate, which not only removes the beany smell, but also increases the firmness of the tofu, while keeping its soft, smooth texture. Set the tofu aside and let it soak for later use. While the tofu is soaking, let's prepare the egg mixture, as this step is just as important for achieving a smooth and silky texture. Crack 3 eggs into a bowl, then add a little salt to bring out the natural flavor. Use a whisk or chopsticks to gently stir until the egg whites and yolks are fully combined. Try not to beat too quickly, as it will create too many air bubbles. Next, add warm water to the eggs. The ratio here is very important, about 1 part egg to 1.2 parts warm water. Make sure the water is warm, not cold. Cold water contains more trapped air, and when you steam the eggs, that air will expand and create a honeycomb texture with small holes. Using warm water helps prevent that and keeps the mixture smooth. After mixing well, pour the egg mixture through a fine strainer. This step helps remove air bubbles and any bits of egg white that haven't fully mixed, giving you a smoother mixture. Once finished, you'll have a light, smooth mixture that already looks delicious. Now that both the tofu and egg mixture are ready, let's bring them together for the most important step. Gently drain the tofu and place it back into a bowl. Then slowly pour the egg mixture over the tofu. Use a spoon to lightly stir so the tofu and eggs are evenly combined. Be gentle here so the tofu pieces stay intact, while still blending nicely with the eggs. Next, cover the bowl with plastic wrap. This step helps prevent water droplets from dripping onto the surface during steaming, which can cause an uneven texture. After covering, use a toothpick to poke a few small holes in the plastic wrap. These tiny holes allow steam to escape and help keep the surface smooth. Prepare your steamer by bringing the water to a boil first. Once it's ready, place the bowl inside cover and steam over medium heat for about 15 minutes. Try not to open the lid too often so the temperature stays steady. While the tofu and eggs are steaming, this is a great time to prepare the toppings to make the sauce that will add more flavor to the dish. Start with a carrot. Cut off the top and bottom, then peel it clean. Next, cut a small piece on one side so it can sit flat on the cutting board. This makes slicing and handling safer and easier. Slice the carrot into thin pieces, then cut into thin strips, and finally dice into small cubes. The smaller the pieces, the easier they are to eat, especially for older adults and children. Next, take a few shiitake mushrooms. Slice them, then continue to chop them into small pieces. Mushrooms add natural sweetness and a soft texture that blends perfectly with the dish. Then prepare a red bell pepper. Cut it in half, remove the seeds, and dice it into small pieces. If you are cooking for someone who prefers a milder flavor, you can skip the pepper or use just a little. Next is the pork. Take a small portion and slice it thinly, then chop it finely. The finer you chop, the better the texture will be when cooked. The pork provides protein that helps balance the nutrition of this dish. Finally, prepare the scallions. Separate the white and green parts, then chop both finely and keep them separate for easier use while cooking. Once everything is ready, check on the steamed tofu and egg bowl. After steaming carefully, take the bowl of steamed tofu and eggs out and let it cool slightly. Meanwhile, continue making the sauce to complete this dish. Place a pan over medium heat and add a little cooking oil. When the oil is hot, add the white part of the scallions first. Stir gently until fragrant. This step helps create a wonderful flavor base. Next, add the finely chopped pork. Stir and cook until the meat changes color and begins to release its aroma. Keep the heat at medium so the meat cooks evenly without drying out. Then add the diced carrots and shiitake mushrooms. Mix everything well and cook for a few minutes until the vegetables begin to soften. After that, add the diced bell pepper and mix well. The dish will have bright colors and look very appetizing. Now it's time to season. Add a little salt, a pinch of pepper, some light soy sauce, and a little oyster sauce. Mix everything well so the flavors blend together. To finish the sauce, dissolve a little cornstarch in water and pour it into the pan. Stir gently until the sauce thickens, becoming smooth and glossy. This sauce is rich, smooth, and full of flavor, making it perfect for the tofu and egg dish. Now it's time to bring all the ingredients together and finish the dish. Take the steamed tofu and eggs out and place them on the counter. Using a knife, gently score a few shallow lines on the surface, creating a light grid pattern. This helps the sauce soak in evenly, so every bite is full of flavor. Next, slowly spoon the sauce over the top, making sure it spreads evenly across the surface and fills the cuts. You'll see the sauce soak into the tofu and eggs, making the dish even more delicious. Finally, sprinkle a little chopped scallions on top to add a fresh touch and a pop of color. The finished dish is soft, smooth, and fragrant. Gently give it a light stir or scoop up a spoonful of tofu. Each piece looks golden and glossy, combined with the vibrant colors of the sauce to create a well-balanced dish. Take a bite, and you can clearly feel the tofu gently melting in your mouth while the eggs add a light, creamy richness like custard. The savory sauce brings a warm, comforting flavor, along with a slight sweetness from the vegetables. This is what makes it such a perfect dish to enjoy many times during the week in my home. And that's how you can turn simple tofu and eggs into a soft, warm, delicious, and flavorful dish. With just a few small changes, You'll have a fresh, nutritious meal that's perfect for everyday eating. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tracy Tips. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.